Hello and welcome. There have been a lot of political actions making news both in the state and the neighbouring Karnataka, where the visually challenged also have a reason to smile thanks to the Chief Minister's recent bout of goodwill gestures. Stay tuned to News Tonight with me, Linda Hercules, to get more details on all of that and more, followed by the top headlines of the day. Yediyurappa's BJP loyalists in Karnataka claim that 51 MLAs are willing to resign if the Chief Minister isn't replaced with their choice. 5 arrested in connection with the attack on a woman MLA who had been spotted with her second husband without obtaining divorce from her first. Death toll due to the Assam floods rises to 61 with around 20 lakh people affected. Sujit Singh threatens to drag government to court after it fails to recognize the service as an Indian spy in Pakistan. Around 10,000 Rameshwaram fishermen indulge in an indefinite strike protesting against the fish traders forming a cartel. Will Spain create history? A win against Italy will make them the first team to win 3 consecutive major trophies. News in detail. The Yediyurappa versus Sadanand Gowda war has probably hit its newest low in Karnataka today. A large group of MLAs known to be loyal to the former Chief Minister Yediyurappa released a list of 51 MLAs who they claim are willing to resign if the BJP did not replace Chief Minister Sadanand Gowda. If 51 MLAs are indeed on his side, then that forms half of the BJP strength in the Karnataka Assembly. They have set a new deadline of the 5th of July to replace Gowda. The party, however, continues to say all is well.
It is just not a show of strength because more than 65 persons have been with the contact. They are about to come because of some other one. It is only on the 24 hours time has given to come over here. But it is the number, the huge number has come, and also the simultaneously they have contacted us. They are about to come due to the lack of some other work. We are not participating. We are with.
So, what was decided today in the meeting?
The meeting is to be to the left. What we have discussed yesterday and the day before yesterday, and pertaining to that, for which they have supported even the minister resignation and everything. What we have taken the action for which they have supported.
पूरे 51 एमएलए थे, हमारे एमपीज 8 लोग हाजिर थे, एमएलसी 8 लोग थे, ऐसे मिलकर हम 65 तक लोग थे अंदर।
लेकिन जो पूरा लिस्ट आपने लिया कहा वहाँ पे येदियुरप्पा का नाम कहीं पे शामिल नहीं था।
येदियुरप्पा जी तो आए नहीं, लेकिन सवाल ही नहीं, मैं बहुत बार कह चुका हूँ, कर्नाटक में बीजेपी विदाउट येदियुरप्पा बीजेपी नथिंग, ये हमारी सोच है, हमारा विचार है।
Meanwhile, a group of legislators from the Congress party in Karnataka met the state governor Hansraj Bharadwaj. They lamented over the increasing crisis in the state government ruled by the BJP. Earlier on Friday, 8 ministers submitted their resignations to Chief Minister Sadanand Gowda in a bid to support his predecessor B.S. Yediyurappa, who seeks to replace Gowda with loyalist Jagadish Shettar.
We are just apprised the governor. The governor told us that he will keep watch and they will bring it to the notice of the government of India. The BJP people, they are interested in their chairs instead of the interest of the people. They have failed to safeguard the interest of the people. They are quarreling for the chairs.
बात यही है कि येदियुरप्पा ने जब तक वहां भ्रष्टाचार किया और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेताओं को उसमें हिस्सा दिया, तब तक ठीक था, तब तक उसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं थी। अब जब भ्रष्टाचार के प्रकरण में वो फंस गए हैं तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेता उनसे पल्ला झाड़ रहे हैं। तो स्वाभाविक है येदियुरप्पा जो कहते हैं कि भाई ये क्या है कि मीठा मीठा गप गप और कड़वा कड़वा थू थू।
Sadanand Gowda met the BJP leader Dharmendra Pradhan to discuss the matter and said he is awaiting a solution from the central leadership.
My central leaders, they will direct me what step I should take. So they said that after due consultation with the central leaders there at Delhi, they will come out with the solution.
Moving on, a fire broke out at Hyderabad's Jubilee Hall with minutes of Pranab Mukherjee leaving the premises of the 99-year-old Nizami building after interacting with the media post a meeting with legislators and leaders who constitute the Presidential Electoral College in the state. The fire was reportedly due to a short circuit in some old wiring. Mats on the roof caught fire, causing smoke to be emitted. Within minutes, firefighting machines and personnel brought the situation under control.
And President cannot speak on the policy other than the policy.
देखिए, छोटा सा शॉर्ट सर्किट हुआ है। वो शॉर्ट सर्किट से जो ऊपर स्लैब पे जो शीट्स बिछा थे वो डामर के, वो शॉर्ट सर्किट से डामर के शीट जल गए, उससे धुआं ज्यादा निकला। कुछ नुकसान नहीं हुआ, बिल्डिंग का नुकसान नहीं हुआ, ना कोई प्रॉपर्टी का नुकसान हुआ, ना कुछ हुआ। छोटा सा इश्यू है, होते रहता, और अल्लाह का फजल है कि जल्द से जल्द इसको हमारे सेक्रेटरी साहब और लेजिस्लेटिव के श्रीधर बाबू साहब ने कोशिश कर जल्दी फायर इंजनों को बुलाकर खत्म कर दिया है।
On to the presidential elections, as many as 42 contestants have filed their nominations for the polls in which UPA nominee Pranab Mukherjee pitted against opposition candidate P.A. Sangma. The 49 valid nomination papers will be taken up for scrutiny on the 2nd of July. The shortlisted candidates will have the option to withdraw till the 4th. The election to the top post in the country is slated for the 19th of July and the results would be out on the 22nd. The term of the president incumbent Pratibha Patil ends on the 24th of July. On a parallel note, the Election Commission is to announce the dates for the election of the Vice President in 1 or 2 days. There will be a discussion during the monsoon session on the 30th of July. The delay in announcement is because there are only 2 people in the Election Commission. However, they had decided to complete the vice presidential elections before August 8th. News from the state. Chief Minister Jayalalitha has allotted 2 crore rupees for the renovation of a 124-year-old school for the blind. The school helps visually challenged with self-employment opportunities. It is also a rehabilitation home for women. The school is said to have government-aided employment facilities in future. The government will also sponsor research-aided materials for the school. A closer look at the districts. A rail roko was organized in Coimbatore against the construction of a check dam across Sirvani River by a fringe group called Tamil Tigers. There have been many such protests in Coimbatore and Erode districts with connection to building of the dam. Around 30 people have been detained in today's case. The much delayed Kudankulam nuclear project moved a step closer to operationalization with the commencement of pre-service inspection of the reactor pressure vessel of the plant. The inspection, that will take about 10 to 12 days, is a key step before the regulator grants permission for loading the fuel. The report of inspection will be submitted to the Atomic Energy Regulatory Board for its review and obtaining clearance for fuel loading. Inspections would be carried out once in 4 years. The Rameshwaram fishermen have launched an indefinite strike protesting against the fish traders forming a cartel and quoting very low prices for their catch. Around 10,000 fishermen were involved in the strike, alleging that their business has taken a hit. Stating that more than 3,000 fishermen have lost their jobs, they demanded the government to intervene and break the cartel and also provide cold storage facility. Rameshwaram Fishermen's Association said that there is in no other state do traders quote such low prices nor form a cartel like in Tamil Nadu.
இந்த ராலு மீன் நண்டு இந்த கனவா இதுகளை வந்து கம்பெனிக்காரங்க ஒரு சிண்டிகேட் முறையில் வந்து ரெண்டு கம்பெனிக்காரங்க இருந்துக்கிட்டு பகல் கொள்ளையா வந்து எங்களை வந்து ரொம்ப விலை அடிமட்டத்துக்கு குறைச்சி எடுக்கிறாங்க. உடனே தமிழக அரசு தலையிட்டு இந்த நிலா டிஎஸ்எஃப் இந்த ரால் கம்பெனி எக்ஸ்போர்ட்டரை கூப்பிட்டு எங்களுக்கு நியாயமான விலை கிடைக்கணும்.
The teachers' recruitment office remained closed today despite the announcement that the recruitments were scheduled for the day. This resulted in the agitation of more than 200 graduates. The teachers' recruitment office had conducted verification of the graduates who had registered in the employment exchange till 2010 on the 23rd and 24th of June.
அவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்பட்டு 14 மணிக்கு டிராவல் பண்ணி எவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்பட்டு எங்களுக்கு என்ன ஒரு பதில் சொல்ல போகுது தமிழக அரசு என்ன விதமான நடவடிக்கை எடுக்க போறாங்கன்னு எங்களுக்கு தெரியவில்லை. சீனியர்ல முடிச்சு நாங்கள் எதுக்கு உட்கார்ந்துருக்கோம் தெரியல. எவ்வளோ வேதனையோட எத்தனை மக்கள் வந்து இந்த ஒரு வேலை கிடைக்குங்கிற நம்பிக்கையில் உட்கார்ந்துட்டு இருக்கோம். இந்த ஆசிரியர் தேர்வு ஆசிரியர் செலக்ஷன் இதெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு கண்துடைப்பு மாதிரி எங்களுக்கு தோணுது. இதுக்கு என்ன நடவடிக்கை எடுக்க போகுதுன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல.
Staying with the city's affairs, theft was registered in 2 houses of an apartment in Vadapalani. The owners had locked their houses and gone out of station. Gold ornaments, laptops and cash have been reported missing. The amount is however not yet known. The Vadapalani police is carrying out investigations and there was a theft attempt in the same apartment a year back. Residents feel that this was a planned theft.
உடைச்ச சத்தம் கேட்டு தான் இன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணோம். சம்பவம் நடந்து பயமா இருக்கு. என்ன நடக்கும் நைட்லன்னு தெரிய மாட்டேங்குது. இல்ல சந்தேகப்படுற மாதிரி எங்களுக்கு ஒன்றும் தெரியல. ஆனா வீட்டுக்குள்ள வந்து பயங்கர ஆயுதங்கள்லாம் இருந்துச்சு. நம்ம சப்போஸ் வெளியில வந்தோம்னா நம்மள ஏதாவது பண்ணா என்ன பண்றது? போலீஸ் வந்தோடனே பார்த்தோம் கவுபாரு அருவாள் கட்டை இதெல்லாம் வச்சுட்டு போயிருக்காங்க எடுத்துட்டு. இவங்க வீட்டுக்கு உஷாரா நீங்க வீட்டுக்கு வந்தா தெரியும். அவங்க வந்த உடனே தெரியும்.
More news on the other side of a very short break. Stay with us.